Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes, presented by Astrology Hub. This is your place to discover how each zodiac sign can work with this week's astrology. I am your host, Jamie Magee, an astrologer, author, and a member of the production team here at Astrology Hub, and I am really excited to dive into this week's astrology with you. Hi everyone, welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes. I am your astrologer, Jamie Magee, and today we're going to be taking a look at the astrology for May 6th through the 12th. I hope you guys are all having a great week out there. Now, if you're watching live or watching the recording, I would love to know where you're tuning in from. And our bonus question for this week is, where is Aries in your natal chart? Now, why am I so curious about where Aries is in your chart? It is because Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth, optimism, is leaving Pisces and moving into Aries this week. This is a big transit to talk about. Now, if you're curious about how this energy may play out in your life, I really invite you to think back to 2010, 2011. What are some highlighted themes that come up for you when you reflect back? It's likely that you're going to see some of those themes show up now, but what your job is to ensure that you grasp every opportunity that's coming your way so it can help you both in the short term and in the long term. Now, this Aries energy, this Jupiter and Aries energy speaks to fiery, bold confidence, to making your own way, to thinking of the big picture. There's a lot of inspiration and a lot of originality that you can draw from with this transit. Now, honestly, with Jupiter and Aries in a very real way, you're about to strike a match and expand out into brand new territory. Even though there's some familiar themes, it's still new territory. I look forward to speaking to all of the signs about how they can make the most of this energy. Now, this week, we also have Venus, who moved into Aries last week just after the eclipse, offering some suggestions via sextile to Mercury as the weekend kicks off. Now, this is an easy flow of ideas that can definitely inspire or add to some of the revisions that Mercury will work on as he moves into his retrograde on May 10th. Now, I will admit that there are some challenges with Mercury retrograde. Communication in general feels rushed, loud, and often misunderstood, but the invitation of a Mercury retrograde is to slow down, to take your time, to look for the hidden lessons or the new perspective that holds a brilliant insight that you can use on your path going forward. Now, by the time I see you next week, the sun will have taken a few suggestions from Mars and Pisces, and he will meet up with the North Node, illuminating what needs to be revised so you can follow the path that is calling you with your whole heart. All right, guys, just as a weekly reminder, please be sure to listen to both your sun sign and your rising sign to get a better overall view of how you can work with this week's energy. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Leo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Leo, after last week, you could be holding this big, huge desire to take a message, take something out to a new horizon. Like, I'm ready to go in this new direction in a big, bold way. Now, as Jupiter moves into Aries this week, that idea, that spark that you feel is really going to be burning. It's going to be amplified in a big way. So a lot of opportunities that Jupiter is going to bring to you have to do with learning, teaching, publishing, communication, faith, new places, our new people. These are all areas that are going to be highlighted for you and amplified, and they hold a lot of power because this is going to reach a lot of people on a wide scale. So my word of caution for you with this energy is to stay humble, to not claim that you hold all the answers or that your way is the only way. Because if you can discover how to remain both the student and the teacher, you're going to be able to tap into the highest potential of this transit as you work with Jupiter and Aries. Now, as you're working on all this, expansion into this area, it's definitely going to inspire or highlight some things that you want to go back and revisit and review. Now, the retrograde for you, Mercury retrograde, is more so in a public area of your life. It's going to be highlighting things around your career, how people know you. It automatically, highlights your partnerships, your roots, and your overall vitality. So this Mercury retrograde could feel a little bit frustrating because it's more so outward, it's more on the public side. But I invite you to just, slow down when things get frustrating, kind of step away and ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Is there a lesson? Is there a nugget of wisdom that I can gain from this and take it and use it in all levels of my life, both on the internal and external? I do hope you have a great week though, Leo. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for listening to Astrology Hub Star Sign Horoscopes. If you'd like to easily jump to your personal horoscope, sign up to get a timestamped star sign episode emailed to you each Friday. Go to astrologyhub.com/star signs and sign up now. That's astrologyhub.com/star signs.